brag. I can tell her. I'm going to say something. As soon as I'm done saying something, Christy, I need you to say, I heard you.
Good day, mates.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to Tally the Votes, Big Brother 28 weekly coverage. We are back in quad formation and ready to talk Big Brother, so jump right into the chat. Toss us your feedback, questions, and comments. Hit like and subscribe, and let's get this party started. Last week, we left these fools. They had not had an HOH competition yet, but within an hour, it was crowned, and it was none other than the mighty Thog herself, Miss Haley. So let's start with that. Let's talk about the HOH and how we got from there to here in tonight's flip and eviction. So, first of all, nominations we had were Taylor, Melody, and Drew. David, you weren't here last week. So when did you get caught up with this last week's episode?
Well, I was caught up. I was reading Hamster Watch. I was following the feeds. I was following TikTok videos. So I knew what happened before I watched the actual episodes. I guess I watched them Friday.
Okay.
Christy, you want to go next and tell us what you thought?
Far back.
So I thought that as soon as she won HOH, I thought, oh my God, this is going to be a horrible week. I'm not going to like it. It's going to be bad. And as the week went on, it was worse than I even thought it would be for a little bit there. So yeah, lots of tears.
She is, like, every time I say she's unpleasant and not fun to watch, she's like, oh, really? Hold my beer. Let me be more unpleasant. Let me be more unfun to watch. And every chance she had to use the HOH to
she's
be
not
fun,
nice.
Yeah, to be fun or like to pull people in a way so many people have in the past. She just used it as a blunt exercise in power the whole week and was repeatedly asking people what they would do, who they would put up. And while I think that's a good approach, you should get information if you're HOH because you're in power. She employed
But-
none of the soft power of being an HOH, which is like hang out and let's have fun and get to know each other. And you get to, I let you in the inner sanctum and build rapport with you. She had
Right.
none of that with anybody but
There was no
Angela.
building before she went straight to it.
No, she
Zero-
went wrecking ball.
So what you're saying is 0 foreplay from Haley. She goes right to it.
And it's missionary and mechanical.
Well, and at the end of the day,
Did
her
you-
And all
HOH
about her.
can't be considered successful, right?
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
to have a successful HOH, I think you have to take your target out. I don't think you can call an HOH successful unless you take out the target you put in, or the next best thing on the other side of the house.
You know, you might not get your target out because things sometimes happen, but at least you know it's not going to be your target. She had no idea. Like,
No.
it was the best
I
blind
mean-
side ever. Usually it's the blind side of the person who's voted out, but feels like it was the blind side of the HOH, which was very delightful.
I mean, one of the things, I listened to you guys last week, and while I agree that Camus can be distasteful, I had to disagree a bit. His HOH was by Hoyle, perfectly successful. He executed flawlessly.
We
He
just
got
don't
his
like him
target
as a
out.
human
I understand
being.
you don't like him as a person and a human being. I get
Yeah,
that. I think it's coloring
He
your
did it.
judgment.
He did fine.
As far as what he did. He accomplished with the battle, or not the battle bank, the Blockbuster, it is very, very difficult
Very
to
hard.
do exactly what you set out to do. And he did it. And
Okay.
and when he went after Jason and he made sure that nobody was going to try to help him, that was smart. It was good gameplay. It was mean. It wasn't pleasant, but it was exceptional gameplay. And I just,
No, it was
but
bad
you're giving that
gameplay.
to his HOH. Was that all due to his HOH or the fact that Dee and Devins allowed it to happen? That's the difference.
Well, maybe. I mean, but the point of the matter is,
I would also like to add that no dogging on his HOH, but his success fell largely into the lap of Jason being so messy and kind of screwing his own ass up in all of it. It made it easy for Camus to accomplish his goals. Jason did not maybe make it harder for him. He kind of made a bigger target on his back. But all in all, his HOH was okay. It was just a matter of not really enjoying him or his alliance very much. So when, by extension, his alliance continued this week, and it was Haley, we were kind of bummed out, to say the least. I thought, I'll give her a chance. Let's see. Maybe she can do something here. And really all she did the entire time was talk about how hard her life has been in the Big Brother house and how everybody owes her something for the hard life she's living.
Here's why you can't say he was successful, though. The way that Camus and Haley exercise power in both of their HOHs is why tonight happened. Like, had they not been like crappy and not shown some of those traits, let's be honest, Dee and Devins like don't really want to be in a steamroll with the mean people. They'd be cool in a steamroll with the nicer people, even if they're messy.
Sure.
I think you're projecting what you want to see. I think that was what they did tonight was a game move. It had nothing to do with what Camus did last week.
No, but I think
there's not a single thing they said.
It made it easier.
No,
there were no points.
Devin said there was no need for him to do that. He flat out said it on the feed.
Yeah.
He said there was no need for him to do that. And the big thing was it also made other people, like I'll tell you, you know who really hates Camus? Mallory. You know why? She set up the tea party and like did all that work, and then he used it for his opportunity to do that. And it ruined the tea party.
Her little party, the little party.
Sure, but when you look at
I think your view is colored by Camus.
I don't like Camus. This is not the point.
I think you do a little bit.
No, I don't at all. I don't at all. But the point of the matter is not recognizing that he executed his plan flawlessly and making sure nobody was going to work with him to allow him to wiggle out was part of his plan. You can hate it. You can not like the tactics. But the point of the matter is he's not the first one that's done that on BB. It's happened countless times over the years.
Sure.
And it's a sound game move.
Yeah. But that's a case of winning a battle and losing a war. Like he won the battle of
his
Jason.
HOH was
assuming
good.
facts not in evidence, he hasn't lost anything.
But HOH was an okay HOH, right? He set out, he had a goal, he accomplished it. But what happened to him in the long haul of the game is yet to be seen, because it did put some tears into his social game. At the beginning of this, he did kind of get along with almost everybody in the house, but after that, it did make some people uncomfortable. It did frustrate some people. Not saying that Jason didn't as well. But it made some people that would have worked with him closer probably pull back a bit more. And then when Haley gets the HOH, now they're kind of like, oh, the mean kids have the power. What can we do to mess with this a little bit? Let's have some fun. And above all else, that was really the key figure between Devin and Dee's conversation on flipping all of it this week. They say, you know what? Screw this alliance. Let's have fun. Like, we don't need to be a part of this. Let's just do our thing and see where the chips lie. Because why? They have so much power right now. And I think we need to talk about that, because
they do.
as much as I like both of them, they are sitting with an incredibly unfair advantage, each of them separately. So we
Oops.
did not talk about the diamond power veto last week.
Last week.
So
Did we not?
no, we really
Oh,
didn't talk much
jeez.
about it.
Okay.
Okay, so when was the last time that we seen the diamond power? It was like maybe 20, something like that. It's been years. It's been years. And there's a
I
reason.
was going to say 19, but it could be 20.
Yeah, it's incredibly powerful. So it's in the hands of Devin. And Brian, do you want to explain the rules on it for anybody who hasn't seen this before or knows how it works? Or
Well,
In case it's your first rodeo.
basically, it's super powerful. It's maybe the most OP power in the game that you can remove a HOH's nominee and get to rename the renom. And so basically, you can completely frustrate an HOH.
Yeah, you hijack
yes,
the whole thing.
Well,
Yeah.
there's still
Not-
the blockbuster though, which could frustrate
Sure.
your replacement, but
it's an
which didn't
amazing
exist
power
the
to pull
first time
somebody off the
the
block.
power was
Right.
an
Right.
It was
There was
even more
no-
powerful
Mhm.
without a
Correct.
blockbuster.
Correct.
But
Yeah.
it's still pretty powerful because you can shift. You can put in a player you want to win a blockbuster to try to take somebody out, or you could just, like say Devins could say, "Oh, wow, Haley's really mad at me. I'm going to put Haley on the block with Chuck and Kamu, and then two of them are going to end up going to the vote." And
I feel like the only way for him to use that without making people mad is if he saves it to week when they put him on the block and he just goes, nope.
I
Pulls
think
himself
that
off of
with
there.
Because then he's like saving himself. No one can bat at him for saving himself with it.
with this Civil War, it's an opportunity that we're going to see. It's an opportunity for him to say maybe pull a Taylor off the block and make an ally, because low-key Taylor had a great week.
Yes, she did.
Oh, she
She had a
did.
really great
Yeah.
week of
You're over there.
gameplay.
You're over there singing
Yeah,
Thomas
she
praises.
Now
did,
that's
yeah.
a player I like from week
yes,
one.
Taylor has really started turning it on.
Whose winner pick was she again? Oh yeah.
Yours. That's why
Yeah,
I'm
she's
saying.
good.
Forget
I
about
know.
Kamu. You got a winner. Come on. I
she's
think
playing a
she's-
good
she's
game.
over there
Jamie, you
cooking,
never
and,
said what you thought about Thog's HOH.
Well, I think that I don't know if you've seen the meme that went around like within 24 hours where it was Haley in Frenchie's overalls. And it was like a repeat of Frenchie's like HOH-itis like immediately.
Oh my
That
god.
had me giggling for a couple of days. But man, she had HOH-itis and she was very you know what? I do not have a single problem with whoever's in power talking to every person, seeing where their head's at, maybe making some decisions on the fly. Maybe you have personal beef, whatever. That's all game. But just the way that she talks to people makes me want to like just claw my eyes and ears out. And that's the problem. It's just how she speaks to people. And she gets like upset about certain people, like Melody, for instance, when she's saying she's just mean.
Yeah.
Is she mean, or is she mirroring the energy you are giving her?
She's a
Like,
little,
she just
she's a
doesn't
little
take it from
mean.
you.
She's a
She
little
doesn't
mean.
take
and
it
not
yeah,
from
so
she
her.
just
She
with
will be
Haley.
nice
Yeah,
to
she's-
anyone who's being nice to her. But
she is.
since
Yeah,
Haley was
she
being
is. She just
like bratty with her, she's gonna give it back.
Mhm.
That's fair.
Yeah, and it's a little bit annoying when somebody has power and has the ability to pull the game that they want, and this was a perfect example. If your social game is not where it needs to be, having the power of HOH is not the end all. You're going to get blindsided, and that's exactly what happened. And that is how the top goes to the bottom every single season. You have to
Yeah.
be careful with your social game, especially in Big Brother, because you're all locked in that house. You can't go take a walk down the beach and cool off.
Right.
Like it's
Well, but
all
it
right there
would've been-
in your face 24/7.
That would have been the best thing in the world for her to do, would have been to chill, because
But she didn't.
she could not, like, she was, pardon my pun, she was the thog that caught the car. Like, she wanted power and got it, And when she got power, she was completely unprepared with what to do with it. And her only understanding of power is you use it to bludgeon people.
To punish people.
Yeah, or to punish people or to threaten people.
Mhm.
And there was
Yeah.
no
Right, the whole
there was
And
no
whole
that's
building.
it. That's the
Taylor
word.
got put
Yeah.
up because she laughed at the pot banging when other people were also laughing. Like, come on, dude. Because
Well,
what, we're gonna all
let's
sit around and be
let's
mad like you? No, let's laugh. I
Yep.
mean, what are you gonna do?
let's use that as an entry point to say that I was curious what production would do. And as we talk about the episodes, I thought they gave a surprisingly bad edit to Haley that she deserved and stuff like that, like where they showed it in the episode and they showed Taylor talking to her. And kudos to Taylor for being the only one
I was
that
a little
pushed back.
surprised too.
Like they really trashed her game and deservedly so.
Mhm.
But then they showed in the edit like Angela cackling when that stuff was happening.
Yes.
And they
They're
showed
pointing
the
out the
hypocrisy.
hypocrisy. Yep.
Yes. So I mean, I thought like this week, the only thing they
Mhm.
were weak on was today, but my God, so much stuff happened today. I don't think they could have edited it and gotten the episode. It'll probably be on Unlocked. But I thought like this is usually they protect people. They protected Kamu more than they protected Haley. I'll just say that.
Do you think that's influenced by social media?
Oh, sure. Mhm.
Oh,
Sure.
I mean, you all tell me you have a better history with this game than me. Like, I can't think of a player I've watched in any reality season in recent memory. Now, there's some, go back a while. I can't think of a player more universally disliked than Haley is right now. I mean, the ratio online is
But the
unbelievable.
Exist.
Oh, you're talking about in social media. I thought you
There's-
were talking about in the
there's-
house.
No. I'm
There's
talking about like your
definitely
all's
some
opinion.
out there that are far more
Yeah.
Oh, there's some vile people
disliked.
out there for sure. But like over the last,
Brandon
say,
Hance would be a good example.
he's a good one. But like in recent memory, like, there were more Raleigh defenders than there are Haley defenders.
Well, Haley had no game either.
That's not a surprise.
I mean, it wasn't just the way she conducted herself. Her HOH was a hot mess from the beginning to the end. There was no discipline. There was no.
Mhm.
There was really not a plan. Maybe we'll get Drew out. Nah, nobody wants to get Drew out. Well, maybe we'll change it. It was.
But
It was a very odd.
Oh,
so
my
early on, sitting there and
my favorite
boohooing about how bad the first 3 weeks were.
That was ridiculous. It was
That
ridiculous.
She's had such a hard time in this game.
Kept to Mallory and Melody.
She needed a break. Nuts. She's delusional.
Yeah, my favorite.
She has zero
was when
self-awareness.
When she had her own alliance, her closest members talking to her and saying, you know what, this person is a threat. Lyric isn't the threat. I don't trust Melody. Rather than saying, okay, I hear what you're saying. Here's my points. Here's your points. Let's weigh them out. She's just like, you're wrong. You're dead wrong. No. And then she starts getting mad at them for having an opinion at all.
Well,
so
and she actually said
that's not great for her own alliance.
No. She said she has a crush on you to Kamu. Who, come on.
In the middle get sideways with their alliance every year.
Okay.
So
yes.
no
yes,
reason
they do.
is a real overstatement.
But he's loyal to them. He's never made a move.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he hasn't made a move, but he absolutely is not loyal to them.
And he tells them everything. If he was playing both sides, he would pick and choose what he was going to tell. But he tells them everything.
Everything they know is because
David,
he keeps bringing it to
absolutely 100% did not believe at any point this entire week that he was the target.
Well, he's not the smartest tool in the tool.
He's not stupid. He just has.
But he's not brilliant.
This stupid toolbox.
He's had lots of good ideas, but when they've talked, but he was so loyal to them, he just assumed they were loyal back. He thought that they were locked in with him.
He was even willing to let go of Melody.
Yeah.
But he had
Mhm.
If
plenty
that's
of
what they wanted.
conversations with Barrett about switching and
Okay.
jumping.
All right.
And so,
Okay.
I mean,
David, all of that is fair. David, all of that is fair, but I need you to stop for a minute because I need you to dig down deep into your memory of what it's like watching Angela play Big Brother. This was not Barrett. This was not Melody. This was not Kamu saying, you know who we can't trust? We can't trust Drew. It was Angela. And it was Angela going, I don't know why. I just feel like he's going to turn on me. He's going to turn on me. She literally did the same thing to her own alliance week 2 of her season. And that's what put her on the enemy list right from the get-go because she did this to Quinn. And Quinn was with her.
I didn't hear her saying, I don't know why. I heard her saying, I'm seeing him floating in the middle. He's playing the middle. No one sees it but me. That's what she's saying. She's not saying, I don't know why.
She does some of the time she's saying, I just have a feeling. I just have a feeling about him.
Well,
she was.
I mean, she is playing a much better
reasons.
game than she played last time.
Sure,
it's not even close.
For sure.
The first 3 weeks, they were able to take out other people. They've been in power the entire time, and they got to this week, and it was like, okay, we'll go for Drew now because Angela
She
had
got
been
shaky.
outing them for weeks, and they're like, okay. But then when they really started thinking about it, it was like, wait a minute, because at no point did Drew ever act like to his own. I mean, it served him well that he never came and acted paranoid. He just was like, okay, guys, like, I'm still trusting you. And they were like, wait a minute. Like, he's still working with us. Usually, if you were really playing both sides and one side burnt you, you would be, you know what I mean?
Brian,
But he didn't do that.
Did the edit
like Lyric has done.
Right, flip-flopper.
Did the edit capture accurately Angela's reaction to Drew staying? Because it looked like she was okay with it right away, but of course, I don't know what was left on the cutting room floor.
Yes, that Dee and Devins were able to swing her a lot faster than I thought they would be able to, because she's fine with him staying because she thinks his game is trash and he's no threat. Like she thinks, hey, if we keep him, like, he's a shield, everybody will want to go for him anyway.
Well,
his game is nobody will believe him. She's fine with him staying. They convinced her pretty quickly.
And they've already gotten rid of 3 people, right? By this point, they needed to get rid of someone that would help that side and keep people that would help them take a shot. And they might be sitting in a situation where, let's say, because we know, spoiler alert, the competition tonight is the wall comp, right? So one of these girls, maybe Mallory, is going to be HOH. This is my hope.
Well, Lyric sure could have been HOH.
Yeah,
if
but
she
you know
stayed
what?
in the house.
She was too flip floppy. She was going to go with those people because they would keep her safe. And I just think that Mallory could win this tonight, be an HOH. And if she's HOH, there's a way that they could put the red corner up and one of them go home and Dee and Devins and still not have to vote for them. So no blood on their hands because they got everybody else to do the dirty work.
Sure, but
So
I don't think they're that far ahead.
But you have to take one of the red corner because there's 3
coming.
and 3, and it's time you have to take one of those 3 out, even if you don't take all 3 out. Like bing bang boom.
They've been talking
you take
about
out
the wall
one at
comp
least
this week
before you start picking off the other side that's going to help you, your soldiers.
Like they've been talking about the wall comp this week because the backyard's been closed for so long, and so I mean, they're not going to be surprised if it's the wall comp. But the best thing in the world that could have happened this week.
Yeah.
I mean, it all came together. The fact the backyard was closed, everybody was jammed in. I really think Dee and Devins got stir crazy and we're like, man, like they had enough time to reflect and be like, why are we doing this? This is the
we got to do something.
Let's make something happen.
Let's do the fun move. And Dee has more distaste for Haley than she lets on. And
does she good? Because she sure did look like she was really cozying up to her. And
yes.
Well, let me just tell you, the interesting thing that Dee did, and I don't know if Jamie watched this live, but when Dee was proposing this originally, Dee went up to Haley and started like incepting it in Haley's mind so that it would be Haley's idea. And then Haley
Mhm.
said it, and you saw a little bit on the episode, but then Haley was like,
Yes.
"Well, then why don't we just keep Drew?" And this is what they didn't show. And Dee was like, "Oh my God, Haley, that's
Wait
a
a minute.
great idea."
Yeah, that is genius.
She did.
Oh
Tell
my
me more.
God.
How is this going to
Wait,
work
explain
out?
to
How
me,
does
how
this
would
work
that
out?
work? I don't understand. Wait, could that work? Like really played it up.
I mean, she was like, I mean, basically, it was like a very much quicker version of Morgan's pros and cons, where she was like, let's think
Yes.
about this. Like, Drew, his game is trashed.
hmm
He's been in our alliance. Why are we
He
getting rid
hasn't
of
come
him?
after any of us.
And she also saw the fissure between Haley and Kamu over Lyric, because Lyric, Haley don't want nobody getting too close to her men, because she's a girl's girl, right? She's not a
That's why
guy's
she hangs
girl.
out with all the girls.
Yeah, exactly. But Dee said
Yeah.
Dee said that set her up, and then I mean just dunked on her in her face, and Haley had no clue. Haley's like, "Well, then why are we getting rid of Drew?
Yeah.
Why should we do that?" And Dee was like, "Well, that's brilliant. Maybe we should keep Drew." I mean, it was so freaking
Because
good.
because after Dee and Devins had discussed it so long, and they were like, okay, and then they told Angela, and the first thing was, how are we going to sell this to Haley though? And Dee was like, I think we can do it, and boy, she did it.
But what's
So
interesting is they took the time to sell that to Haley, and then they did what they did. Right? So why, if they were going to piss her off anyway, why did they care? Something had to change.
Well, because here's the thing, like they were going to keep Drew was safe no matter what.
mhm,
The secret double layer of this is keeping Melody. Like they all
mhm.
thought, like if Drew was sitting on the
Yes.
block,
Yes.
Drew was safe. Like they'd worked that out. They
Right.
then worked the second move to keep Melody too.
Because
But why would they want Melody over Lyric? Why would they even care?
because Melody hates
Hates
Haley
Red
and
Corner.
will take shots at them, and they don't have to get blood on their hands. They have all these people that if they get an HOH, they sat there and figured out this person wins OH, this is who they're putting up. If this person wins HOH, that's who they're putting up. And they went down the list, and they weren't on anyone's list. So why would we?
Which is insane on its face.
Until you
It
Three
is.
see,
best
It
players
is.
in the house, and no one's even looking at them.
but until you see the architecture of
100%.
what's
Yeah.
happening, if you watched Lyric play this week, there is no
Yeah.
freaking way she wasn't going with Chuck and Kamu. Like
Absolutely.
Yep.
she
She
spent most of
was.
her time with
Mhm.
them. And if you doubt that,
Even Yash was all up in her
yes,
I don't have any reason to doubt it. I mean, you watch
Mhm.
what 100
But no, I mean,
hours
if
of feeds, right?
you didn't have to watch the feeds, if you saw how she reacted when she heard who voted for her, she cried because she
Mhm.
knew, like those
Mhm.
people, like she knew she'd used her feminine flirt on those guys, and they wanted to be the white knight and save her. And she
her.
would
And no,
say
I mean,
whatever to
really,
Devins
more
and
power
Dee.
to her.
Yeah,
But her
Yeah,
exact
more
words were,
power to her for it.
I knew they would keep me safe, is what
Yeah.
she said. And I'm sorry. I don't know how the rest of you
Yep.
feel. All the rest of you and your feminine feelings. But I really don't like the idea that a girl is needing somebody to take care of them.
hey, I think win by hook
Yes,
or
but
crook
she's
in
so
this
little
game.
and has a tiny little
Sure,
voice.
but still, you got to change up your game. Everyone had seen her do that already to Rome, except that is the real deal.
But
So
I
they're
do
gonna
I
get
do
married
have a
anyway.
rant. I do have a rant. Okay.
Go ahead.
Lyric said, if she was in the hot tub room with Mallory, and she talked about, and she said something about like, I hate negotiating and I hate having to campaign and argue. And then you saw like her in
Mhm.
her thing say, law school didn't prepare me for Big Brother. You know what? It may not have, but it should have prepared you better than this.
Better than
Because
just
I
using
went
your
to
little
law
wink and
school.
slap.
Yep.
Yes, and it didn't tell me to fall in love with a dude
And talk
and
baby talk to him.
and talk baby talk.
Imagine if you talk to a
And
judge like that.
I mean,
Please,
like
judge, can you let me out?
her the only play in her playbook was to like go, I want to work with winners, and you're a winner. I want to work with you. Like she,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. As somebody who went to law school, it teaches
You
you
were
better
personally
than
offended.
that. I was personally offended. It teaches you better than what she did.
Yes.
And
Well,
you know,
where'd she go to school though?
I don't know. She said she graduated early, and I
I'm
bet she
assuming
did.
Hawaii.
From where? Was it
I don't know.
I didn't know what
Like,
that law school was.
and by the way, before you cry too many tears for Lyric, she is an eviction attorney, so she evicts people all the time. So
And now
I bet
she
some of the
knows what it
people who,
feels like.
yeah, some of the people who've gotten served papers from her tonight are like, now you got evicted. Did you like it?
On live TV.
Yeah. So there's kind of
Well,
something funny, but
I am.
I don't hate her game. I don't hate her game, and she seemed like a nice enough
No.
person.
Yeah. I wouldn't be a Lyric apologist, as it were.
No.
But I do have to say that if you can go into a game and bat your eyelashes and talk some baby talk, and you got a bunch of dumb oaths falling all over it and doing what you say, use it. Do what you got to do. I think where she really
but she
stumbled
didn't.
is
But it
that
didn't help her win, did it?
she rolled into a nest that. No, but it's because she rolled into a nest that Haley thought she was the queen eagle of, and that bothered her because Haley wasn't getting the same control. Lyric was getting control of these big guys, and Haley wasn't. She's got to go. It's a threat to her game. It's a threat to her person. It's a threat to her game.
Blech.
Lyric got along with everybody else. Her social game wasn't bad. It was just the one trip up of upsetting the HOH when they were HOH, and sometimes that's all
Throwing
it
her
takes.
friends under the bus.
And, well, Brian, can you watched a lot of feeds? Can you illuminate why, after throwing Melody and Mallory and everyone else under the bus, what was Melody crying like she lost her greatest friend who ever? Mallory, no, Melody was in the room.
They were both
screaming and crying. I mean, it was almost ridiculous.
Here's the thing:
I think
Mallory, and Lyric actually were kind of friendly and spent a lot of time together.
Friends.
I mean, when she wasn't kissing them.
And Lyric actually came clean. Yes, Lyric came clean and admitted she threw everybody under the bus.
Right, they showed it on the episode.
And said basically Haley made me do it. Like, you know, Haley threw her under the bus. But you know, I give Haley
so
credit.
Big and mean and scary.
The best thing Haley did do and say was she's like, but Lyric, why would I trust you when you throw your closest allies under the bus? Like,
yeah,
I thought that was actually good gameplay, but you don't say it.
All right,
you
go,
Christy.
Not to win money, okay?
Christy just got called out by a comment.
No, I haven't. Not that. I might have used it for a free drink or two, but not for speeding tickets. You have to get caught.
Well, that's the problem with Lyric. Lyric went in the bar and hit on every guy, and then there was a big bar fight because of it. She didn't use discretion.
There you go. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, no, the crying and stuff too, I believe, you know, yes, is partially due to it's my friend and she's leaving, but also because Melody really thought her ass was on the line.
Oh, yeah,
she was
did.
still surprised by the results of that vote count, and she was probably holding her breath all day. That cry to me felt like I'm sad but relief. Like I just feel like it was an overabundance of things.
Right. So she thinks she's going home no matter what. They go and do the blockbuster. She's also worried for Drew as well, right? Maybe not as much for Lyric, I don't know. But then they do the blockbuster and Drew wins. So she knows that was her chance to save herself. So she really did think it was going to be her. Those people like Lyric, you know? And Haley hated her. So
look at how sweet he is to all the boys.
And I think the house didn't have any problem with Lyric, and the celebrations tonight, it's kind of sad. Lyric's the collateral damage in this. But, you know, like, don't blame us. Blame Haley for putting her up there. Like if you put up Josh or somebody else, like Haley had options and did this.
she was the easiest. She was the shot they could take at the red corner. It's like she's like red corner adjacent. So that's why. Is that sad for Lyric? She
It,
just hitched her
well, I
horse
mean,
to the wrong wagon. That's all.
the best compelling argument
Mhm.
made, and I don't remember if it was Devins or D that said this, but one of them said, like, look at the three of them. Who's probably like the most likely to win competitions? It's Lyric.
Right.
Lyric has
Because she
proven
already
she's a
had.
pretty good competitor. And who do we
Absolutely.
trust the least to not flip to the red corner? It's Lyric. Like, so the right play for us is Lyric, because
Mhm.
if we gamble on
Mhm.
her and make this move,
See,
then then guess what? We're split, and then we better win every time. If
if
we take her out, we've got the numbers at least for a week.
and if she'd be there right now if she had just been flirting with Barrett and stayed. I'm just saying.
No, I'll tell you what, she'd have been there. She would have been there. Her and Melody both have endangered their game because at various times they've moved away from Mallory and been like,
Poor
"Ooh,
Mallory.
Mallory's kryptonite." And you know what? Mallory actually now has
Yes.
forged a really good relationship with Barrett. And when he brings her in with the icons, there's a good
Yep.
chance she'll be one of the strongest competitors on that side. Like, you know, it's the classic
Yeah, and I'll
case of
tell
the
you,
pretty
we've
against
talked
girl.
D,
about
man.
everybody's. Yeah. Well, we have talked about all the work that was put in before Drew say all of this was for naught because Drew ended up saving his own ass. But before he was safe, you know, all the work that went in to start pushing these votes around and flipping them, I was really impressed with Barrett being able to get Mallory to flip. Like the conversation he had with her, the way that he talked to her like differently, a little bit differently than he does to like Drew or Devins. So he's aware in the moment, like he's aware of the personalities he's talking to and can shift a little bit to suit them and to mirror them. But he made really good points to her that even though she looked like she was going to cry through the entire conversation, by the end of it you could see the light was turning on, that this actually wasn't such a bad thing for her in the moment. So good on Barrett. I'm liking him more and more. I love that he thinks the tool shed is a stupid alliance and he just wants to cut everyone out of his own alliance. I love the nihilism of Barrett. It's fun. But before we continue, we do have to pause for just a couple of seconds so that you guys can listen to some fun commercials. And then as soon as we're done with that, we're going to go back and we're going to talk about this week's veto competition. So we'll see you in just a couple seconds. All right, and we're back. And I hope that you realize that seeing us did not include me because my camera and stuff is still not working well. Maybe next week. But let's talk about this veto competition because we saw the same competition last year. And that was the first time we'd ever seen it. So it looks like this one's probably going to be on repeat for a couple of years.
Okay,
But
first of all,
It's my
my
favorite
thought is
competition.
that
don't you guys
it's a
want to
good
know
one. It's a
what
good
they
one.
put in there to make that happen? And don't you want to get your hands on
Yes.
that and like just
Yes.
prank some people at
Peroxide.
work?
It's
It's
you ever put
peroxide?
peroxide in your mouth? Yeah.
Are you sure? Like
Yep.
that much that it just they have to
Hydrogen
like
peroxide, yeah.
okay, because I'm like that would just
It's
be a
some
it
sort of
instantly goes-
party
tablet,
prank.
I think, that like foams, and that's
Yeah.
like they asked Morgan. They asked Morgan last night on the recap because Morgan was on the episode recap, and she said, "I'm not allowed to tell." Like,
Oh,
that, yeah, like
Oh,
production
okay.
wouldn't let her tell. Like
Okay.
she has theories, but
so
speaking
how-
of this competition, welcome back to our daughter Morgan, Jamie, and
She
of
looks
all
so
the
beautiful. I
dresses,
love our
oh
girl.
my god, I loved her dress with the purple. I thought she looked the best.
She had the
of
best dress.
anyone there.
What was it that I said yesterday? I was like, all these fools had to get their costumes from Spirit Halloween, and she's got top-notch English cosplay.
well, she wasn't going to spit anything on it, so maybe it was actually like from the
Yeah, she looked. She
from the
looked
lot
good.
or
Hers
some
was so
costume
nice.
department somewhere.
She was a good host too.
Yeah,
I
hers
thought
was
she
lovely.
hosted really well.
Mhm.
See, I didn't like it. I wish she
You
would have
didn't
been
like her
more-
last
You didn't like her
year.
hosting?
I don't listen. I just her presentation was like I just wish it had been more naturally her.
Oh, she's very
like a
effervescent,
little more
Okay.
loose, a little
like
yeah,
the
a little
tablet
more
they put in her
loose.
mouth.
Something.
Now, but you know what, guys? It doesn't
Hmm.
matter because we were, as lovely as it was to see Morgan, we were truly, truly robbed this week because Jason would have ate this veto. The fact
when
that
he
we
when he
did
got
not
his
have that guy with his suit, and oh my God, we missed out.
and a
We
mask
missed
in his
out because
hand. Are you kidding me?
BB-28, yeah, BB-28 held nothing to BB-27's acting chops when it came to this competition.
Oh,
But
so
Jason would have done the whole thing.
and they couldn't wrap their minds around the ye oldie talk. It was
Well, you know, and every
Yeah.
time
Oh
they
my God.
every time they
Drew was
teleport's medieval times. So
oh my God. And Drew was so cringy. I would have slapped him. I'd have been like, you need to stop trying to act, Drew. It's terrible and it's making me not like you. But surprisingly, Yash, who normally drives me crazy, he's got a little flair for the theatrics there. Yash was doing good. So was Lyric, actually.
he already
as
seems like
as an
someone who, like,
audience member.
Yash already seems like somebody who kind of like has like an idea of their head of like, this is my personality and this is how I'm going to present myself. He's always kind of like cosplaying as himself. So he's probably like just becoming
He
somebody
really,
else.
yeah. Where's the real you, buddy? Where's the real
Yeah.
you in there? Where is that guy?
well,
That program
let's
did not come
let's
into
Well,
let's not forget our
I was
favorite
happy to see the veto
NPC.
challenge again, but
Let's not forget our favorite NPC, Chuck, who when he died said, "Don't trust women."
What?
That was hilarious.
Yeah, when Chuck died, when he drank the poison, he said, "Don't trust women," as he died.
Well, it was a woman who gave him the glass, so I guess
Yes,
he's
but like,
whatever.
I mean,
But
Oh my
still,
gosh.
it's like,
that's a little
wow.
meta from Chuck there.
Wow.
Yeah,
But
yeah. It was. I thought the same thing.
I
Yeah,
thought that was
especially since
funny.
he's trusting Lyric.
But can I just say, man, like this is where, like, if you're a casual and you haven't watched the feeds, this is where you're like, Taylor is a stone cold killer. Because when she talked about how she was going to
Yes. Oh
fix
my
her
gosh. Yeah.
face, and then they show Chuck, and he's like, I looked at Taylor, and she's giving me nothing. And she even said, I'm going to give him like the slightest hint of a smile.
A smirk, yeah.
Like her brain at this competition, I was happy Taylor won it because kind of like Ava Pearl, she came out of her bed this week and played,
Yeah.
you know. So
Yes.
and I thought she's somebody to watch that if she wants to make a jump to change the power at any time in the future, she's really smart and could. She's somebody to keep your eye on. And she really, I know the first couple of weeks we were kind of like, what are you doing? This week, Taylor woke up and activated.
Well, I mean, she showed that she's really smart and oh wow, very impressive. But like, who is she aligned with?
Well,
La,
depending
she
on who
had
you ask.
Jason, but now Jason's gone.
Right.
Taylor is kind
I
of
think she's aligned
recognized as a
with
free
Mal and
agent.
Melody. Yeah.
I
Well, and
think
that could be,
everybody
and
goes
that
to
could be,
her.
and that could actually be perfect now if this really is, if the returnees are really truly broken up with the red corner totally, they're going to need people, and they're not going
That's
to
what I'm
want.
saying, David. They don't even have to break up with them. If the right person on that side, a Mallory, gets
Well,
HOH, all those people
Of
will
course,
vote
of course,
for.
you're
They don't
right,
even
Christy.
have to vote for him.
But the red corner people now know they betrayed them. They voted the wrong way. They voted in a way they never indicated they were going to vote.
Well, when
so
we
the
started,
blood is already on their
when we
hands,
started
Christy.
this, right? But when we
I
started
don't know.
this episode,
D is magic.
Devins was sitting there convincing them that they had no freaking idea what was going on and who threw the hinky votes. We need to find him. We're gonna hunt him down. They're not gonna get our alliance. So we'll see how that lands. Fingers
Just keep
crossed,
doubling
Devins.
down.
You're not
Just
that
keep
great of an
doubling
actor.
down.
You're great, but I don't know if you're gonna get the Oscar for this one or not. But Okay, so we've
And
got
do you know what? They
we
can
talked about
absolutely
the
throw one
veto.
of the hinky votes at Yash, right? Because no matter what, doesn't
Yes, yep.
matter. Yash
Oh
can
yeah,
claim till the
he would
day
be
he
a good
dies. He
one to
did it.
throw it at.
Yeah, he's one you could do. Uh, I don't know.
Yeah, you could.
So you really, so who will be the one who voted of those three? You don't know. Was it D? Is D the one who stuck with us? Was it Devins? When as long as there's the
That damn
the
D does not know how
uncertainty,
to
the
play this
uncertainty.
game, you guys.
It's not Devins.
She's
Devins
so
already
lost and
admitted.
confused.
Oh, is he?
Devins already admitted right before we came online and said,
it,
like, oh,
Devins.
like everybody in the house told me to vote to keep Melody. And he's like, I would have come and told you guys if I knew you didn't know. He's like, everybody I talked to.
That's never going to fly.
Well, of course not. But, and then I think Camus goes, this is who I think they're going to pin it on. I think they're going to pin it on Barrett, because Camus goes, did you hear it from Barrett? And Devins goes, not in the group I heard it from first, but he confirmed it later. I think Haley will think it's Barrett because they had like a very long personal talk. And I think she'll have felt vulnerable with him. And so she'll want to strike out and believe it's him. But I hope they believe it's D, because let me tell you, if Haley goes at D, that will be must watch feeds, folks. That will be must watch feeds.
You all don't know how much I want her to pull that Cuban out a little bit and go off on Haley, because she could do it. She will take that flip flop off and she will throw it right at her. She doesn't care. They don't play.
Yeah.
Like,
and Angela would like love to be Dee's wingman in that bar fight. Like, love it. She would love it. We'd get all the, this is big freaking brother, you know, like she'd do all of the Angela-ing. Yeah, she would eat it up. So, hey guys, I found this little interesting bit of information, since this is a season with some return player and some people that we know from something else. And we love all these little cross connections, and, you know, we're all fans of Lost. So we have long seated our friendship and the love of these connections and bookends. Here's a fun little bit. So coincidentally, Drew competed in Beast Games against another Big Brother star, and that star was season 26 Ainsley actress Cosette Renab. Ainsley, if you remember, was the artificial intelligent network self-learning entity. She was an AI being who wreaked havoc in the Big Brother 26. Originally played by Cosette, Ainsley was presented as a potential 17th house guest, but was later revealed to be part of the season's AI theme. Angela played in Big Brother 26 with the Ainsley twist, and now is competing in Big Brother 28 with Drew.
That's true.
Isn't that a fun little
I didn't know Drew had been on the Beast Games. I've never watched them. I don't really quite know what they are. So
yeah, so he and Devins have, you know, a little Beast Games tie-in, you know, flipping those coins. And then there was all the talk this week about the coin flip with Drew. It has been a crazy week, guys. There's way too much to talk about.
And how about Dee not telling Devins about her power?
Good for her. That's
unless it comes
how
out.
she did well in but that's how people do well in Survivor. Don't tell everybody.
You saw what he said to her from the shower. He goes, "I don't believe you." So he knows she's lying.
And no one believes him that he didn't get it. Do you
but
know what I mean?
He told her he got it.
Told her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
He pulled her aside.
I mean, he did have to tell her
really hinky.
5 times.
It's kind of a dumb power, really.
I mean, she can use it until the end of the game, so it doesn't expire. But at what point is $5,000 not really the pool you think it is to get your way? You know what I mean?
If you're final 3 and you know no one's going to vote for you, I don't know. Take $5,000 and call it a day.
I feel like the closer you get to the end, the harder that sell's going to be, because these people are going to start to believe they have a chance at that money.
Do you think that's why they said it was good to the end of the game? Because they wanted to see like what would happen if someone holds on to it too long and it becomes worthless?
I think the interesting question is, because if you read the power, it doesn't set any exclusions out. The interesting question is, and Taryn posed this in his podcast, and he thought, I'd already thought about this too, but I watched him, and he said The interesting idea is, can you, whatever the person agrees to, they have to do. Like, that's part of the power. If they take it,
Right.
could
Mhm.
you bribe somebody and say, if you're on jury, I get your vote? It's not clear. They've not cleared that up.
Okay.
And say her
Okay.
and Devins are sitting there and it's
Ooh.
close and she's
I would
bribed
think they vote
somebody.
for each other anyway, don't you think? If regardless, either one of them would vote for each
No,
other.
no. I'm saying suppose they're the final two.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That might be
Yeah.
the thing that
Like
pushes her over that.
and
But you'd
somebody
have to
knows.
find
Yeah.
the person who was going to vote for Devins who would sell their vote for $5,000.
Well, it'd have to be somebody who is going out, right? So, like, let's say, at
Well,
some
they'd all
point,
be out at that
Angela's
point,
going
Christy.
home. What?
Oh, you're right. You're right. Right.
Like you
know.
already know this person's going home this week. They're going to be the first member of the jury, the second member of the jury, because they'll know that. Do you then go and offer it to them then?
I know
I'm sorry
somebody
you're
that would
going
take
home,
5,000
but
and vote for D. And that
you're
would be
going home
Barrett.
anyway. Yeah.
Barrett. Yep.
You buy a lot of nose rings with
Barrett
that.
would do it. Well,
Septum rings.
okay, guys, but I'm going to tell you, if I had that power, can I tell you what I would do with it?
Oh, please.
I would pay Haley. I would pay Haley $5,000 to eat Angela's HOH snack basket.
Or charcuterie?
Just take it. Take the charcuterie. Take the snacks.
Is it sugar free though?
You
Because she
know.
probably won't.
The game.
unless
You've
it's
won
sugar-
the game at that point.
with her sugar free
Yeah.
snacks.
Yeah.
Did you
That's
see
That
actually
stuff is good for
hilarious.
like 16 days.
It's
did you
cured
see
meats.
did you see Taylor ate one of Haley's sugar-free snacks and said this sucks and Haley got mad?
Oh, did she? After she had
She-
said, "What kind of snack do you have sugar free?" Haley was so offended. Like, you know what? My snacks is like. You're mad because she called you out and said your snacks are gonna suck.
Taylor was like, these snacks suck.
You don't know how to snack.
Taylor really gave good.
Just-
Taylor really gave good feeds
I
this
like her
week.
more every week. I really
Yeah.
love her more and more every week. The fact that she could get up in the middle of the probably will be the most dramatic moment of the entire season and be like, this is stupid. I'm gonna go shower. That only a queen can do that. Like, that
She's
is
not playing anybody's game but hers.
so
Look
great.
At that.
She's not suffering it. Yeah, it's great. That was a good time. I enjoy it.
She was an excellent winner pick, and if the game wasn't so hopelessly tilted towards the returnees at this point, I mean,
You
I don't
never
see
know.
how.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, come on. We'll give them the first HOH so they can establish dominance. Then we're going to give them all a power.
They do have a lot of upper
That's
hands in this.
America
I do
doing
think
that.
I think at the end of this, I feel
America's
like we're only
very
going to have
predictable.
one. Yes, it is. But I think we are probably only going to have one of them in the end. I don't think we're going to have two returnees in the end. I don't even think we'll have in the final three. I think we're going to start losing them soon. But
I
we
have
gotta
a-
get
I
to
have a
jury
theory.
Who do you
and they're
think's
gone.
going to go after him, Jamie? No one's even talking about it.
I have a theory,
They
and I
will.
want to float it to you guys and see what you
All right.
think.
Okay.
I think this is physically the fittest cast that this show's ever had, maybe. Like, almost everybody except Angela and Devins are in like almost
And
top
even him, he's got some
physical-
guns. Did you see him?
Yeah, like I mean, I'm not saying he's in
I think if you go back to some
He did
Brian, I
show
think if
us.
you go back to some early seasons, it looked like some of those
I
early
don't know.
seasons.
I don't know if 1 through 14 it's as physically fit as this cast. Like
I mean, it was like you were watching Love Island or something. I mean,
But
it was all young, pretty, buff people.
A few,
I
a few
believe-
seasons were like that.
Bikini
Yeah,
baristas.
I believe they picked this cast being physically fit to be a counterweight to the legends and the powers that were possibly going to be in the game. Like, I mean,
That's
if you're
fair.
going to try
Yeah.
to balance power,
I believe you
have-
give production way too much credit.
Well, I mean, you're right. They
that
probably
Grosvenor.
went, who would be on Love Island?
I mean, they
you
did.
know?
Brian, they did Paw Patrol us tonight, so we
Yeah.
can only give them so much credit to think ahead. They Paw Patrolled us. Yeah, that was frustrating for me. I for a lot of reasons that nobody cares about, but I'll tell you guys later. But anyway, Okay, so we've gone through all of this, but now we have something important to talk about. And that important thing is the host herself and her wardrobe tonight. I'm pretty sure David's got a picture he can put
Yeah,
up
he's
on
gonna
screen, but
flash
if you're
It's
it.
just
on the
listening
screen.
to this,
Not
as a
yet.
reminder, she had kind of the mermaid dress, right? That had like the Christmas wrapping paper bow right in the front, in that nice shiny silver satin. Um, and then there's the hair. Christy, I'm gonna go to
Dave,
you first. What are your thoughts?
David, are you putting it up?
It's up.
It's
Yeah,
up.
it's up there.
I literally cannot see it. Why can't I see
Well,
it?
I literally don't know.
What? I can't even see it. Okay, but from my recollection, I'm going to say that the dress looked like she was going to homecoming. The shoes did not match it at all. I think they're the shoes she wore like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. These like wrappy,
Yes.
strappy, floral things. Not bad on their own themselves, but like it didn't go with that dress. Felt like very thrown together.
It's so
Um,
weird. I don't understand.
it
I
was
don't
just
know. Maybe I'm
like she
wrong.
was
I'm
down
not.
to like she hadn't done laundry in a while and this is all that was left kind of situation. I
Yeah.
don't know. And I mean, I didn't even notice her hair, honestly. Was it up?
Yeah, she
No,
No,
it's
had
it's
down.
the top part. Well, she had the top part up, but again, it
Okay.
was very wonky. It was his.
Was
his
it still look like weirdly flat and like
On the
it
top.
just.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just very strange. Now, I will tell you this.
uh, no, I mean
Maybe.
flat, like there's no shine to it. It looks like
Yeah,
dead.
yeah,
I
dull,
can't
like
explain it.
sprayed, like it was
Something.
sprayed.
Yes, maybe it's the spray.
Hmm.
That
There's
could
no
be it.
shine to it.
Yeah.
Now, I
It doesn't look
will
as
say
healthy
that
as it usually does.
the outfit itself, I don't quite understand, but the silhouette in that dress, like her silhouette is, it's amazing. Her hips are perfect, but she looks great. She looks great in it. The dress itself is
Yeah, it just like seemed a
absurd.
little. It wasn't enough.
BB Bean says Les Moonves net worth 800 million, and you are saying that Julie cannot hire a stylist?
I mean, maybe their
Listen,
money's going somewhere else. Who knows?
It seems like
Um,
Barry
something's
Weiss
happening.
has put in charge of the stylist for Big Brother now that they've
Well,
taken
the
over
budget.
CBS. So
Yes, the
I'll
budget.
just say, whenever Julie's gonna wear a dress with no shoulders, I'm there for it.
You're there for
So
it. She does have
The
beautiful
dress
shoulders.
wasn't horrible. I
she
just
she
wish
does.
I wanted her hair to be completely up. I wanted
Oh, if she
her
was
to
wearing a
have.
side pony, I'd be doing
Oh
golf claps. I
Jesus,
wouldn't even see the dress.
we're done. And I
Yeah.
wish she would have picked a different shoe because the shoe was throwing
the
me
shoes are
off.
terrible.
It was
Yeah,
like,
The shoes are
strange.
terrible.
why those with that? I don't understand. You have a
She should have worn
shiny
those shoes
metallic, the
with
shiny
her.
metallic dress with floral.
Yeah,
It was weird.
she should have worn those shoes with the pretty and pink dress, maybe.
And I'm gonna
Maybe.
give Julie credit that this week, instead of a stupid ruffle that messes things up, I like the nice, like sort of like triangle line in the
Yes.
dress
Oh, how
instead of a ruffle.
how
Yeah,
the
like the
mhm.
the slope, the
Yeah,
sloping.
because then it
Yep.
was
I
like an
like that.
alternating like chiffon satin. So it was
Yeah,
like
Right.
a shiny
shoes
matte, shiny
terrible.
matte. Yeah, it was cool.
I don't mind her hair. I don't mind her hair down. I do wish maybe occasionally she wouldn't wear the big earrings.
Don't
Mm.
love the big hoops.
Don't
Now,
love the big hoops.
my
They
favorite,
have a
my
saying for that
favorite
They
down
come
Julie
here,
off
but
look.
when
I
she's about
won't
ready to
share
kick
it.
someone's ass.
Yeah. My favorite Julie look is whenever she has a high pony. She looks so
I love her in a
damn
high pony.
perfect in a high pony. I
And
love
then
it so
you know what
much.
she could do, David? After she has the high pony, she can kind of like make it
Flip
swoop
it
down.
to
That
the
would work.
side.
That has about the same effect.
Do a little bit of the side action with it.
A
Yeah.
little longer pony so it kind of comes and drapes around the front. See?
Well, yeah,
Julie,
see, there
we're
you
for
go.
hire.
We are for hire. Listen, guys, if you have any opinions about her wardrobe, and why should you? Why should we? We just are here to talk about things. Well,
Why
you can
should we have
send
any
them.
opinions? We do. We have a lot.
Yes, and you can share your opinions at tallythefeedback@yahoo.com. We appreciate any feedback we get. We'll read it on the air when we do get it. And you guys found us here on YouTube, either at Crazy Hanks or Tally the Votes YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And you could listen to us anywhere that you find your favorite podcasts at the Jay and Jack Whole Enchilada feed. And speaking of Jay and Jack, we would like to give a shout out to the Patreons who have been contributing at a certain level, and they are Eckhart Rickner, Joanne with the Plan, Maggie the Magnificent, and Ed the Creepy Poopy Headed Mailman. If you would like to become a Patreon and get all of the extras over at Jay and Jack's Whole Enchilada Feed, then by God, you can. Just go to patreon.com/Jay and Jack. All right, guys. So as a final thought here, what are our HOH predictions? We know it's the wall. Who's taking the win? All right, Christy says Mallory.
Really wanted to be Mallory. She needs a win. Poor girl.
All right, Brian.
You know, I'm going to go with D. I think D is going to ride high off this flip, and I think D's going to take it.
All right. Okay,
David.
I like it. And now Claire did BB25. Is that what season it was? But she did say on the socials today that the wall is not dependent on how tall you are. It is dependent on if you have an ass or not. So it's the assless that
Mallory.
do well, according to her. And Mallory's got some strong arms, so you're right there, Christy. David,
I think those shoulders are going to come into play for her.
I think we're going to have a shocking victor here.
Okay, who do you think it's going to be?
I think my girl Taylor is going to win the wall count.
Okay.
I think she's been. I think she's been laying
away.
I think she's been laying back. I think she hasn't been playing hard in the comps, and I think she's going to win it. And
I think
that's
it'll
my
be
crackpot theory, and I'm sticking to it.
I think it'll be interesting to watch at what point when there's.
I love all three of those.
There's always that point where some people have fallen off the wall, and people who are up there are you can see they're starting to get in pain, and they're kind of trying to decide based on who's left if it's okay for them to drop or not. And I always find that really interesting. I like that part.
It'll be interesting to see if anybody proposes deals.
Yes, absolutely.
If there will be any deals floated, like that has happened in the past. And Jamie, you haven't told us who you think's going to win. Who do you think's going to win?
I think that we are going to see. My gut says that it's going to be Mal, but just so I can put out the good vibes, I'm going to root for Melody.
I would like a Melody one as well.
No way Melody wins.
I think if that would be a situation where if Melody's up there toward the end and Mallory's up there too, and Mallory's you're putting, those guys up, and Mallory's yes, Melody, or Mallory might say, okay, Melody, take it. Because they know who she's gonna go after. But
Melody, my prediction is Melody will never win a competition on Big Brother unless they have the best eyes ever in Big Brother, because the lady has striking big eyes. I mean,
she does.
She really does.
She's cute.
I like her a lot.
She could win a dance-off competition, because I love that she has her workout playlist in her head. So if you watch her when she's working out, she dances, and I'm trying to figure out what song she is playing in her head, because she does. She dances the whole song while she's working out.
Hey, we got a couple of comments here. A couple of comments. Julie opines, so long as my girls Taylor, Melody, or Mallory win, it's going to be a fun week. And BB Bean, who can always be counted on the hot take, thinks Yash is going to win.
You know what? I think Yash is at a deficit here because he's just got too much hair back there. It's going to push him.
His little duck flip might do him in.
He's pretty lean, though.
No, I'm willing to
He's
set the gambling line on a proposition bet if any of you want to take it. And my proposition bet is 7 minutes. 7 minutes over or under for Angela on the.
Oh, I was going to ask you who's going to be the first off.
Under
Angela.
And will she make?
Brian's taking the under.
Noise? Will she make a funny noise?
I'm saying under.
Off?
Yeah.
Okay, Jamie.
I'm saying under, but I'm going to raise you the 7 minutes and say under 4 minutes for Angela.
Depends. Does her shoulder
Chrissy
hurt
is really
today?
working on the.
See, she's at an age where that there's something new hurts every day, and it really depends on what's hurting that day.
100%.
You're right
You know
about
what I mean?
that.
There too.
So, like, is it her shoulder that's hurting, or her wrist, or her elbows? We don't know. But depending on, maybe it's just her hip, and she'll be okay. You don't know.
Are you taking
There's
the
a
over
lot
or
of.
under, Christy?
I think you
A
know
little
what,
optimist.
Angela. I believe in you. I think she can do 7 minutes, maybe
You know,
7:01.
Oh my God,
and
Christy, I
here
love you
I'm
so
gonna go.
much.
I'm going with Christy. I think she stays on over 7 minutes, but only slightly.
Okay.
I mean, when you get to a
I
certain age, you know
appreciate,
what pain is
David,
anyway.
that
You can hang in there. She birthed some babies.
David,
Maybe she can do it.
I appreciate that you're putting your money where your mouth is in this whole like battle against ageism and really rooting for Angela in the house. You've come so far since Angela's first season when you hated her with the fire of 1,000 suns.
Because she's playing a better
Your
game. She
personal
played a
growth.
stupid game the first time.
She
Her
did.
game was
I like the
her
personal
game was
growth
so
you've had,
messy,
though.
so messy the first time that by comparison, Jason played a by Hoyle perfect game with no mess.
I mean, she just looks
You know
like
what,
okay.
David? You know what I think? I think
What?
that as Angela grows as a player, as do you grow as a human being.
Oh,
Wow, Bean
You know,
going
you
with
know,
over
you know what,
10.
you know what's,
that's good.
you know what's funny? That sounds sweet, but it really isn't.
It's a little condescending.
You know,
got a
and
little
the difference
bless your heart energy in there.
Yeah, bless your pea picking little heart there, Dave.
the difference between Angela's first and second season is like a person that you know before they get medication and then after. That's what
Yes.
it's like for her. Right?
I really think like the thing, and I've said this before, drink if you listen to the podcast. I really believe the thing Devin said on Survivor 50 that after you go watch yourself the first time, if you go
Yes.
back, you change. And I
You go,
think,
whoa.
yes, you go back and go, okay, I need to rein in some of me when I play games. And I think she watched herself and realized.
I think she sat there at home and cringed and go, "Did I really do that?"
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, I think like her the thing that impresses me about Angela is like she's been flexible this year. Like in the past, like when they brought this flip to her at the last minute, she'd have lost her shit.
She would have.
Yep,
She would have
yep.
lost, and they convinced her like quick because she trusts D and Devins.
So much. Especially D. Yeah, that's her
Asher,
girl in
I
this
was right
game.
there with you. That was the most pure moment
Yeah.
of
Well, read the comment,
ever.
Christy,
Asher-
read the comment for the people who are listening
Asher
with
says,
audio.
I laughed so hard when the vote flipped and sent Lyric home. I was looking at Haley's face and she was so mad her HOH got taken over by the icons. I feel like they're done with Haley. I hope so too. But I was so giddy. It was the purest sense of Schadenfreude I've ever had. It's like this. Oh,
I think I put on
There
Blue
was some
Sky.
clapping.
I think I said
I clapped.
I think I said like I haven't felt this alive since we took Riley out last year. Like this was like
it was like that.
You know, it was one
I
of those
missed it. I
moments.
wanted to get my phone out and get a picture of it from the TV because I'm like, I need that in my life. Whenever I'm just feeling bad, I could pick up a picture, pull that picture of Haley up where it's all coming. She's figuring it out. She's contemplating what just happened.
And Bean has written,
Yes.
Angela also has kids. They talk to her also. And also, we talked about a little bit. Angela played with her daughter on Amazing Race.
That's right.
So, I think there's been some perspective
Race,
given to her about the more over the top aspects of her personality that probably aren't good for the gaming. And I think she's really shown some growth as a gamer. I mean,
I think that's right.
Yeah,
I feel like she went home and watched a whole lot of reality TV, and realized that if the wind is blowing, sometimes the best thing to do is go, yeah, sure, I'll do that. You know, you're not, Sandra. Oh, if you're not voting for me, I'm cool.
Yeah, as long as it's not me.
Yeah,
And maybe she can.
She's
her
done
and
some
Drew
growing.
can make up.
Let's see how she goes when.
No.
Let's see how she does when they do start taking hits at her alliance. The first time that they really are in danger. Let's see how she does before we paint her in a whole brand new light. But guys, I think we have covered everything we have.
Before we wrap up,
I want to throw
one more comment in. some mean
Okay,
part
throw
of
it in
me,
there.
some mean part of me wants to see Kamu win just to watch the pain on the three of your faces for the whole week.
Well, do you want to
Because
hear?
you'd be
Do you
so
want to hear
mad.
my? Do you want to hear my red corner joke,
I will
David?
hide my face.
Christy,
You wanna hear-
I'll hide
even
my
the
face.
friends insult.
That was just right at you, David. Just for you, David.
I'll end with my red corner joke. Okay, are you ready for my joke, David? This is just
Yes,
for
sir.
you. If you asked me and I was playing who I thought would win the wall comp, I would say, I think Haley has the best chance because she never lets go of anything.
That's funny.
And with that, my friends, we will be here next week following the live eviction. We hope that you're going to be too. Thanks to everyone in the chat. We like your participation. We appreciate it. And we hope to see you here too. But until then, have a fantastic week. And please hold the lettuce. Goodbye.